there's a little bit too much of a distraction when someone puts hot toffee sauce.
Yeah, we just got caught dunking.
Next to you. But yes, good luck with that competition. Juliet is, of course, here, and she is making a very sweet treat for us. So this is apple crumble, but with bells on.
With bells on, and it's the first day of autumn. I didn't realise.
Is it?
Yes. So perfect recipe for that.
Ah, very
good. I mean,
good.
you can't beat an apple crumble, can you?
No, you really can't.
And there's so much you can do with the crumble. I mean, you can use all sorts of different fruits. You can use any apples. You can put some pears in there.
Yeah.
But this one, it's got that kind of warming.
Do you have to have cooking apples?
You don't have to. I mean, you can use regular apples, just wouldn't put as much sugar in.
OK.
So, yeah, you could use whatever you've got in your fruit bowl, and it doesn't matter if they're going a bit wrinkly, because that's, you know, just cook them up and they'll be...
Quite a good way to use them up when they are on the turn.
Oh, good heavens, this is good.
Is it?
Oh, good,
And you've got
good,
clotted cream as well.
Exactly. I know you love the
Yeah,
clotted
Cornish
cream.
clotted cream.
And have you got ice cream?
I've
yes.
got ice cream,
'Cause
yeah. Thank you.
So, yeah, very, very simple. So I've got some cooking apples. It's like a hug in a dish. So in go your apples, peeled and cored.
Uh-huh.
And then to that, a bit of sugar. Quite a bit of sugar.
And is that caster sugar?
That's just regular caster sugar.
Regular caster,
yeah.
OK.
And then a little bit of lemon zest. And the glacé ginger, the stem ginger. Have you used stem ginger before?
Is that what... No, I haven't, but is that what's giving it that,
It's got
that lovely
a
ginger
warm
taste?
kick.
I guess so.
It comes in the little balls
Genius.
like this.
Yeah.
I love to put it in my cake.
I eat those out the jar.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite a kick,
Quite
isn't
hot.
it?
It's like
Quite hot.
a warm
love it.
lab,
Yeah.
not like spicy warm.
Yeah,
but it's like
it's got a
depth
different
of
sort of heat to something like a fresh ginger or ground ginger. It's really lovely. So hob's not working at the moment, but
No.
what you do, we'll cook
pretend.
it. We'll cook it in the kitchen afterwards, and
we could all share it.
yeah. So just bring it to a sort of bubble, lid on, and then just cook that down.
You mind you don't burn yourself.
I'll be very careful. So literally lid on for like 10 minutes maximum until they hold their shape, they're going soft.
Right.
So just leave that happening in there. Whilst that's...
Or not.
Yeah.
Have we run out of gas?
I'm not sure of the technical issue, but yeah, some sort of gas issue there.
Oh, well, there you go.
So yeah, we'll cook that down in the kitchen afterwards. But then the crumble. So you were saying your son Harry loves
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Has he made it yet?
He's just discovered it. Well, I made some the other night, funnily enough, because I'd been buying it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, we had some apples that were going on the turn. I thought I didn't know if I could use them, and I did, and I put less sugar in it because I Googled it, and he absolutely thought it was amazing.
Right,
so
yeah.
I'll get him to make this one.
It's a nice one for them to make because it's really kind of quite tactile. So
Yeah.
you're just going to like get your cold butter into the flour and just rub it into the flour until it kind of resembles breadcrumbs, really. It's a nice thing for them to do. It's one of my favourite things to do, actually, butter rubbing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I felt like you were saying that like a
Love
guilty
it.
confession then.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I could be doing this all day long.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's tactile.
It's tactile. It's just something about it. I just don't know what it is. It gets me going.
Would you like a moment alone?
Well, yeah, no, it's funny, isn't it? It's those things, isn't it? So, yeah, I love it. So anyway. Oh God.
So it has to be cold butter, I'll save
Cold
you.
butter,
Because if it was
yeah.
hot butter, it would it wouldn't go breadcrumby.
Exactly, and when it's cold butter and then you bake it and it cooks, it leaves a little sort of like air, the air pocket, so it's already crumbly.
Got it.
So yeah, keep it nice and crumbly. Once you've rubbed that in, it's breadcrumbs. I'm going to also add some ground cinnamon to it. So I think this goes really nicely in the crumble topping. It's quite subtle and it's got that kind of warming sort of flavour that goes really well with the spice with the ginger.
Oh, no, look at
Down
you,
my
you
breath.
messy thing.
Every time. Every time.
So that, I mean, when it smells delicious. And then I'm using some light brown sugar and a bit of caster sugar.
Oh, you do a mixture of both?
I do a mixture of both because the caster sugar's like very, very sweet. The light muscovado sugar is kind of very caramelly, but it's quite moist, so it doesn't kind of... If you use all brown sugar, it's kind of a bit heavier.
Yeah.
So I've got a mixture of two.
Some
You can
people
use
put
anything.
oats in. As I was doing my Googling, they were putting a bit of, like, porridgey oats. I didn't know whether to do it.
It's quite nice. Well, I mean, I just like the kind of crumbly biscuit.
Yeah.
But you can add oats if you want to. It gives a bit more crunch, different texture.
Different texture.
Yeah.
Did you put oats in yours?
No, I didn't, because I the same as what I think you were really wanting to say was it's not quite the same.
Oats for breakfast, not...
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So once you've rubbed that for a while, once you've finished
in
your...
your own private time.
It's going to look like that. And so I've got all my fruit in the dish. I've buttered my dish generously, and then that just goes on easy.
As indeed, I'm sure you have.
On it goes. And just level it over. It's really so simple. That goes in the oven.
And don't sort of squish it down.
Don't squish it down because you want it to be all nice and nubbly. And you know when you get those like random bits of crumble that you fight over and it comes out the oven. So that goes in on 170 fan for about 35 to 40 minutes. It's lovely and golden. While that's baking, you can make your toffee sauce. We've got our lovely sticky toffee sauce to go with it.
That is
it's
a lovely
really good, isn't it? And it's not too thick. So
how are you going to do this with no gas?
Well, yeah, with the gas on, obviously on gentle sort of low, I'm putting my brown sugar in.
Yeah.
And it's really easy because all the ingredients just go in together. It's not like doing a caramel or something when it's kind of, you have to like...
I'm always a bit scared about cooking sugar.
Yeah, no, just low heat to start with. So you want to have low heat and you can feel when you're...
Has anyone got a lighter or like a candle or something?
Could have done this over fire, couldn't we? So, yeah, some treacle in there, some butter and some salt. And what you want to do is just stir it and you can feel the granules on the spoon so you can, when it sort of feels crunchy. Yep. Once you can feel that the sugar's dissolved, turn up the heat, give it a stir. Yeah, it's a shame about the hob, isn't it? But never mind. But we will cook this later. So stir it until it becomes really nice and liquid, gentle bubble. Oh, and plus, nearly forgot, cream goes in first. I've got 2 jugs of cream here. Just gentle...
so you put both jugs in?
No, so what I'm doing first of all is just making it into a thick kind of toffee sauce. Once it's all dissolved and it's thickened a bit, take it off the heat and stir in the rest of the cream, and that will just really loosen it up and give you some lovely... It gives a bit more...
and look, here's one. This is what it looks like.
That's what it looks like. So, and it's really lovely. It's a lovely pouring consistency, and you can actually drink it.
Straight out the pan.
A bit of whiskey in there. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you could actually... I love to add a bit of, like, whiskey to my toffee sauce. Give it a nice pour over there. Ice cream, custard, clotted cream, whatever you fancy. Look at that.
That's like medicine.
So good, isn't it?
I mean, that with whiskey in it.
Oh, yeah, nice bit of whiskey.
Oh, hello, my new friend.
There we go. I like ice... Oh, I like ice cream with mine.
Yeah, ice cream. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. One shot or 10. Dive in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Absolutely lovely. I'm going to...
Can I take a tiny corner home for Harry?
Definitely, you certainly can.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You could take all of that home and cook it yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. For details of today's recipe and more delicious ideas from our chefs, download the free This Morning app.